Disclose, disclose, disclose. Hi everybody, my name is Chris. I am with HomesIn719.com, and this video is all about seller's property disclosure. So if you're selling a piece of real estate here in Colorado Springs, or Colorado in general, it is very likely that the buyer is going to ask for a seller's property disclosure. And this form can be kind of intimidating. So that's the purpose of this video, to try to help you understand what your obligations are or not. Got some notes here in front of me, so if you see me looking down, that's what that's about. Just want to make sure I get everything included. If you have any questions, definitely ask your realtor or an attorney, but your realtor should definitely be able to explain this form to you and help you understand your obligations and commitments to it. So with that, if you get this form wrong, you could be subject to litigation if you do not disclose or tell the buyer things about your home. The good news is that the current form obligates you only to the things you actually know. So if you have a rental property and you never lived there and you never did any repairs, you typically won't be held liable for the things you didn't know about. Now, take some note here that I have seen buyers get very clever in figuring out ways to prove that you did know something occurred. So definitely disclose first. Don't get shady and try to say, well, they got to prove it. They'll figure out a way to prove it, trust me. So make sure you disclose or tell the buyer everything you possibly know about that home. And that means things that are fixed already, things that the buyer would have no way of knowing that actually occurred. That is absolutely imperative you tell them. So if you had it fixed, let's say there's a water leak in the basement and you had a company come in and fix everything for you and repair it, and it looks brand new and there's no way the buyer should know, you absolutely need to tell them that there was a water leak in the basement, in this corner of the basement, that it was remediated and fixed, and this is what the problem was, if you know what it was, and there should be no problems. You want to let them know that, because if they figure out or see permits that you pulled to have the work fixed, and later they have a water leak, and you didn't disclose that, you could be on the hook for that next repair. So definitely disclose that information. Let's see here. I already went over that. 5 things you absolutely should disclose. Any foundation related issues that you're aware of, even minor cracks would be good to put on there. Tell them the reason the video started off with disclose is put it in there. Even if you don't think it's important, put it in there. That way it's on the form. Any roof leaks known or fixed. Any window leaks that have been known or fixed. Major mechanical problems such as plumbing, heating, air conditioning that exist or have been repaired. You want to tell them about that. Any flooding and cause of such flooding. Let's see. Tips, it says here, if flooding was due to a one-time event, disclose that information as well. Let's see. You are absolutely obligated to tell people about the stuff you fixed. I told you about that. And you need to take the context of, if you know of any of the following problems ever existing, check yes in that column. So on the seller's property disclosure, that's what it's going to say in that yes column. If you ever knew of a problem existing, you need to check this. Frequent requirements. So another thing is that requirement to disclose is applicable to everything. So that means zoning, past legal issues, easements, things like that. I might even put stuff in there about the HOA. Like I said, disclose. If your home's ever been entered by the police department for illegal growing of pot, you need to disclose that. So there's lots of things you need to tell. Basically, stop and think. That seller's property disclosure is quite long. My recommendation is to fill it out one time and then go to bed and sleep on it and get up the next morning and look at it again. You can only have 2 or 3 days to fill that out and get it to the buyer, so definitely don't rush it, because you will absolutely think of things after you fill out the form that you forgot. That's quite normal. If that does happen to you, just let your agent know immediately so they can pass on that information to the buyer. hopefully before they do the home inspection, and get that documented as well, that, oh yeah, there's this other issue that we had forgotten about. It's very common for sellers to do that. I've had it happen in every transaction once they fill out that seller's property disclosure. So fill it out once, take your time, think through it, think about all the repairs that you've ever done in your house, where you've spent money on it, what kind of things were done, what kind of events happened, and then sleep on it and get up the next morning and verify and go over it one more time. Just your brain will work overnight and keep working on it, and you'll come up with 2 or 3 more things that you had forgotten about, I promise you. So that's what you need to know. Seller's property disclosure. I'm going to put a link below this video, I hope, to a legal page that describes all the stuff that I was looking at here. You can read it in entirety if you wish. If you can't find it, reach out to me. If you have any questions about selling your home, I'd love to talk to you about it. Again, my name is Chris. I am with HomesIn719.com, 719-332-3628. Again, 719-332-3628. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the video useful. Have a good day. Bye now.